Tori Roloff from LPBW shares adorable family photographs, eliciting overwhelming affection from fans. Greetings, viewers. Welcome back to my channel. For the latest news updates, please subscribe to the channel. Cuteness initially emerged in Parade. Tori Roloff, a former cast member of Little People, Big World, posted numerous charming photographs of her children with husband Zach Roloff, eliciting enthusiastic admiration from viewers on the family's cuteness. Tori, 35, posted several photographs on Instagram on Tuesday, July 1st, showcasing her children Jackson, 8, Lila, 5, and Josiah, 3, captured throughout June. "June, you treated us exceptionally well," she captioned the image. The slides featured images of Jackson and Josiah playfully interacting, the three siblings in coordinating pajamas during a recent camping excursion, a picture of Lila enjoying the sun in an inflatable pool, a selfie of Tori and Zach, 35, and a family portrait encompassing all 5 members. Shortly after Tori posted the images, numerous people flocked to the comment section to express their admiration for her children's adorability. "Beautiful family," one individual remarked, while another stated, "I adore the photograph of the 2 brothers." Expressions of joy abound. Numerous individuals have invested years with your family. "Thank you for your continued sharing," remarked a third reviewer, while a fourth added, "Exquisite photographs of your family." Meanwhile, others were astonished at the rapid maturation of the children. "Oh my, where has the time gone? They're growing so quickly. Please slow down, babies." "Mine as well. Thank you for sharing your family," another individual commented. Tori provided the monthly summary nearly 2 days following the publication of photographs from the family camping excursion with her sister-in-law, Tori Roloff. "Camping trip number 2 is complete. However, I have concluded my camping endeavors," the mother of 3 stated with a photograph of her children in coordinating pajamas. Tori, 33, expressed her fatigue from the vacation, which included her husband, Jeremy Roloff, and their children, Ember, 7, Bo James, 5, Radley, 3, and Mirabella, 13 months. The 4 individuals had a fantastic experience camping with their cousins this weekend. "Mother and father require a rest," she captioned an image of her offspring. Tori Roloff of LPBW shares adorable family photographs, eliciting overwhelming affection from fans, originally published on Parade on July 1st, 2025. This narrative was initially reported by Parade on July 1st, 2025, where it first emerged. Zach Roloff of LPBW discloses his current relationship status with family following dispute initially published in Parade. Zach Roloff, a former cast member of Little People, Big World, disclosed his current relationship with his family following the documented discord on the TLC series. In the June 19th episode of the Raising Heights with Zach and Tori podcast, Zach, 35, and his wife, Tori Roloff, were inquired by a fan about their family dynamics, specifically regarding their relationships with their siblings and parents. Zach replied, "It is acceptable. Molly Roloff and I maintain a commendable relationship." He characterized his rapport with his youngest brother, Jacob Roloff, as adequate, but refrained from disclosing his relationship status with his twin brother, Jeremy Roloff. Tori, 34, remarked, "The past few years have been characterized by challenging dynamics. I believe we are presently in one of the most favorable situations we have experienced with your family in some time." Zach remarked that his relationship with his siblings is improving, stating, "Things are melting." He added, "The children's time together is beneficial, as they all love each other and enjoy spending time together." Zach and Tori have 3 children, Jackson, 8, Lila, 5, and Josiah, 3. Jacob, 28, has a son named Mateo with his wife, Isabel Rock. Additionally, Jeremy, 35, and his wife, Tori Roloff, have 4 children, Ember, 7, Bode, 5, Radley, 3, and Mirabelle, 13 months. The father of 3 stated that his connection with his mother, Amy Roloff, is good, although there were some difficulties during her transition out of the farmhouse. Tori subsequently elucidated that Amy, 62, is an individual they may contact at any moment, asserting that she is the best grandma ever. Zach spoke on his relationship with Matt Roloff, stating, "My father engages in activities such as watching baseball games and celebrating Christmas. However, it remains complex." Tori stated that there is no relationship there about Matt, 63, to which Zach concurred. "However, I sense that the siblings have somewhat reconciled, which is pleasant," Tori remarked. "What is the current state of our relationship? It will not resemble its appearance from a decade ago. We have several topics to discuss." Zach remarked on their evolving relationships, stating, "We are now adults. Will it return to its former state? Negative. Natural changes also occur. However, it is undoubtedly melting and subsequently, it improves." Fans previously seen the deterioration of Matt and Zach's relationship when the Roloff patriarch opted not to sell Roloff farms to any of his offspring, choosing instead to list it on the market in May 2022. In the podcast episode, Zach and Tori stated that they infrequently visit the family farm, with their latest visit occurring for Mateo's birthday celebration. Tori stated, "We do not actively seek out the farm." Zach stated that the farm evokes considerable animosity and past emotions. Zach Roloff of LPBW discloses his current relationship status with his family following a dispute, originally published in Parade on June 23, 2025. This narrative was initially reported by Parade on June 23, 2025, marking its first appearance. Lila Roloff of LPBW commemorates significant milestone. Tori Roloff's sole daughter, Lila Roloff, has recently achieved a significant milestone. The charming 5-year-old has completed pre-kindergarten and is now prepared for primary school. Tori announced the joyous news to her 2.2 million followers on Instagram on Saturday, May 24th. The pleased mother shared an image of Lila displaying her pre-kindergarten certificate. Lila seemed charming in her strawberry-patterned frock, complemented by a white bow on her hair and pink spectacles. Tori composed, "And just like that, she has completed preschool. I am exceedingly proud of this individual and the advancements she has achieved this year in confidence, relationships, and learning. I love you, Lila." Lila, born on November 19, 2019, is the second offspring of Zach and Tori. She has an elder brother, Jackson, and a younger brother, Josiah. Lila was born with achondroplasia and strabismus, a disorder characterized by misalignment of the eyes. Eventually, she was provided spectacles to assist with her vision. In a May 2024 episode of their podcast, Raising Heights with Zach and Tori, the couple announced that Lila would have surgery. Tori elucidated that Lila experiences severe sleep apnea, and the operation included the excision of her tonsils and adenoids for examination. Concurrently, enthusiastic followers of Little People, Big World have been inquiring about the potential return of Zach, Tori, and their children to the series. The charming family surely captured the affection of many and swiftly became a household name on the program. In February 2024, the pair said in their podcast that they do not want to return to the series, stating that that chapter of their lives is concluded. Tori articulated, "It is challenging to invest fully in a project that you no longer believe in. The initiative had lost our conviction, making the past year challenging. Consistently attending proved to be challenging." In February 2025, Zach and Tori featured on the YouTube channel of Jinger Duggar and Jeremy Vualo. In the discussion, the pair confessed uncertainty regarding their nostalgia for Little People, Big World. Tori emphasized the contrast between participating in a traditional performance and engaging on social media, elucidating that on social platforms, individuals have the autonomy to choose which aspects of their lives to disclose to the public. We can effectively manage the narrative of what is presented, particularly with our children participating. We can select what we disclose to them. Zach and Tori continue to steadfastly refuse to return to Little People, Big World in the near future. Matt Roloff, star of LPBW, has relisted the renowned Roloff Farms for sale, enumerated his farmhouse for sale. The 63-year-old TLC star is prepared to part with his 16 acres of land in Helvetia, Oregon, now listed at a striking price. Matt announced in an Instagram post that the renowned Roloff Farms is once again up for sale, listed at $2,895,000. He engaged Matthew Tursek and Seth Murphy from The Real Broking as his agents. Matt regarded the residence as reminiscent of a storybook, emphasizing its combination of charm and luxury farm living. It encompasses approximately 6,000 square feet. Square footage of an opulent mansion featuring a home theater, gourmet kitchen, and expansive primary suite. The new proprietors will have the opportunity to relish an expansive 3,600 square feet. The Big Red Barn, accompanied by a genuine Western town set that includes a saloon, prison, post office, and additional structures. Roloff Farms features gorgeous walking trails, a stone castle, a pool, and bridges. Additionally, the property is only mere minutes from Portland. The star of Little People, Big World stated, "Experience a picturesque lifestyle on this renowned 16-plus acre farm located in the center of Helvetia. This estate fulfills your need for a tranquil retreat, supports your agritourism aspirations, or inspires your creative endeavors. This property possesses charm, scale, and numerous layers of promise, making it a legacy in the making." This is not the first that Matt has listed the renowned Roloff Farms for sale. In May 2022, the star of Little People, Big World initially marketed the property for $4 million but ultimately opted to utilize it as a short-term holiday rental instead. The century-old farmhouse has observed numerous familial vicissitudes. Matt previously resided on the property with his former spouse, Amy Roloff, and their children, Jeremy, Zach, Molly, and Jacob. Initially, Matt aspired for the entire property to remain in the family indefinitely. However, as time progressed, his children pursued their own paths. Zach resides in Battleground, Washington, with his spouse, Tori, and their 3 offspring, Jackson, Lila, and Josiah. Jeremy resides in Hillsboro, Oregon, with his wife, Audrey, and his 4 children, Ember Jean, Bo James, Radley Knight, and Mirabella May. Jacob resides on the family property with his wife, Isabel, and their son, Mateo. Roloff Farms, featured on Little People, Big World, is now for sale at $2.9 million. For further information, visit https://forestgrovenews.com/20255/05/025/002/Roloff-farms-scene-on-little-people-for-2-9M Roloff Farms in Helvetia has been the setting for the popular TLC series Little People, Big World for almost 20 years. A segment of the 109-acre property, central to the Roloff family's narrative for years, is now available for sale again, this time at a lower price. A listing from The Real Broking indicates that 16.6 acres of the property at 23781 NW are available. Grosson Drive is listed for sale at $2,895,000. The property comprises a 6,462 square foot primary residence featuring 5 bedrooms, 5.5 baths, a home theater, a gourmet kitchen, and several offices. For further information, visit https://forestgrovenews.com/2025/025/002/Roloff-farms-scene-on-little-people-big-world-parcel-on-market-for-2-9M. The allure extends beyond the residence, as indicated in the listing, which includes recognizable amenities for enthusiasts of the show. The expansive 3,600 square foot Big Red Barn, an enchanting stone castle, picturesque walking bridges, a glistening pool, and a replica Western town featuring a saloon, general store, and jail. For further information, visit https://forestgrovenews.com/2025/005/002/Roloff-farms-scene-on-little-people-for-2-9M. Little People, Big World debuted in 2006, documenting the lives of Matt and Amy Roloff, who have dwarfism, along with their 4 children as they manage farm life, familial interactions, and evolving relationships. Subsequent to their divorce in 2016, Amy Roloff ultimately divested her interest in the farm to Matt Roloff for $975,000. In 2022, he declared intentions to sell the 16.6-acre tract for $4 million. Zach Roloff, their son, shown interest in acquiring the farm. However, discussions finally collapsed due to a conflict that was depicted on the episode. In 2024, Zach Roloff and his spouse, Tori, declared their exit from the series, signifying the complete departure of all 4 Roloff offspring. Roloff Rift. Analyzing the timeline of the Little People, Big World farm sale controversy. Fans of Little People, Big World observed significant turmoil within the Roloff family when Matt Roloff opted to list Roloff Farms for sale rather than transferring ownership to one of his 4 offspring. Following his divorce, Matt faced a significant decision regarding the future of the property as his ex-wife, Amy Roloff, sold her share to him. Amy and Matt reared their children, Jeremy, Zach, Molly, and Jacob, on the farm and had expressed their desire to bequeath it to one of them. Subsequent to their divorce in 2016, Amy opted to sell her share of the land to her ex-husband in 2020 for $975,000. The transaction resulted in her having no influence over his decisions regarding the land. Zach and Jeremy both indicated a desire to assume control of the farm, while viewers observed Matt's bargaining with Zach during the 2021 season 22 of the TLC series. Matt elucidated in a confessional that when he and Zach ultimately convened, they held markedly divergent perspectives regarding the potential terms of the agreement. Zach entered with great intensity. He did not enter to engage in negotiations. He entered to assert his demands. Concurrently, Zach expressed his disagreement with Matt's approach to the bargaining process. "You are not establishing the conditions here," he said to producers regarding his father. "You have exerted control for an excessive duration. The precise timing of the negotiating breakdown remains uncertain. Nevertheless, speculation arose regarding a rift between Zach and Matt following the relocation of the football coach and his spouse, Tori Roloff, from Oregon to Battleground, Washington, in October 2021. During an Instagram Stories Q&A with her followers, Tori was asked what transpired regarding Zach and Jeremy's aspirations to purchase Roloff Farms. After the social media user remarked that their interest looked to have disappeared, she clarified that it definitely didn't, and that some things simply do not proceed as intended. It became evident that neither Zach nor Jeremy would assume control of the farm when Matt listed a segment of the family's land for sale at $4 million. The secret is revealed. The Roloff patriarch announced via Instagram, "I want to ensure that you all receive the significant news directly from me. The entirety of At Roloff Farms has provided immense joy to me and my family for over 30 years. Today, 16 acres of the farm's total 109 acres are being offered for sale, which includes our original family residence and the vibrant Red Barn. It is somewhat intimidating yet predominantly exhilarating. It is time to transition to the next phase of life." October 2022. Following months of unsold status, Matt said the property was no longer available for purchase in October 2022. He subsequently disclosed that he was transforming it into a rental property. Several weeks prior, "I assured everyone of a significant news announcement," he stated on Instagram while initially disclosing the rental revelation. "Upon listing the smaller portion of the farm for sale, I recognized that substantial transactions of this nature typically require an extended duration, i.e., 6 to 12 months, to finalize, with no assurances. I was unprepared for the numerous new business partners and networking relationships I would establish during the process." He said, "Numerous stakeholders discussed various business opportunities, including acquiring the small farm with the large house for use as a short-term rental. Additional information will be provided shortly. However, it is important to note that we are diligently working behind the scenes, in addition to managing the bustling pumpkin field, to prepare the home for its inaugural guests." August 2023, less than 1 year after transforming part of the farm into a rental property, Matt relisted it for sale in August 2023 for a price of $3,395,000. December 2023, Matt remained unsuccessful in selling the farm and withdrew the property from the market for a second time in December 2023. February 2024. Although details on Matt's present intentions for the farm are few, he astonished fans during the season 25 premiere in February 2024 by disclosing that he intends to bequeath the property to Amy upon his demise. "I am at a loss for words regarding that," she remarked to Matt in reaction to the choice, while she expressed in a confessional that the scenario was absurd. Nevertheless, Matt clarified that he opted to grant it to Amy since any alternative was excessively convoluted. Matt remained unsuccessful in selling the farm and withdrew the property from the market for a second time in December 2023. February 2024. Although details on Matt's present intentions for the farm are few, he astonished fans during the season 25 premiere in February 2024 by disclosing that he intends to bequeath the property to Amy upon his demise. "I am at a loss for words regarding that," she remarked to Matt in reaction to the decision, while she expressed in a confessional that the scenario was absurd. Nevertheless, Matt clarified that he chose to allocate it to Amy since any alternative was excessively convoluted. December 2023. Matt remained unsuccessful in selling the farm and withdrew the property from the market for a second time in December 2023. February 2024. Although details on Matt's present intentions for the farm are few, he astonished fans during the season 25 premiere in February 2024 by disclosing that he intends to bequeath the property to Amy upon his demise. "I am at a loss for words regarding that," she said to Matt concerning the decision, while she expressed in a confessional that the scenario was absurd. Nevertheless, Matt clarified that he opted to grant it to Amy because any alternative was excessively convoluted. April 2025. In April 2025, Matt reintroduced the farm to the market for the third time, now priced at $2,895,000. The property is listed with the Tursek Real Estate Group, as reported by People. Roloff Farm and the original farmhouse have been a significant aspect of my life for over 30 years. The reality star informed People. This historical property was disseminated to millions globally via Little People Big World. It contains some of the most enchanting memories and will eternally reside within my heart. Matt expressed his sincere desire for the farm to remain within the family indefinitely, yet he acknowledged that circumstances intervened, rendering that aspiration unattainable. "My children each lead remarkable lives, some managing their own farms, pursuing various initiatives, and nurturing their distinct aspirations, which I respect and take great pride in," he continued. Matt remarked that approaching his 64th birthday has led him to understand that less is indeed more. "Currently, I derive pleasure from life's uncomplicated blessings, engaging with my cherished grandchildren, concentrating on a novel, stimulating television project, and basking in the Arizona sunshine," he stated. Matt remarked about the farm. "This property is not merely a residence, it serves as a launch pad for grand aspirations. There exists a certain enchantment in this place. Upon entering the farm, your senses awaken, your creativity flourishes, and your heart resonates with a sense of belonging. We are confident that the subsequent owner will cherish it as we have." Exclusively for you photos, renowned Roloff family farm from TLC's Little People Big World is available for purchase. 16 acres of the Roloff family farm, the backdrop for the series Little People Big World, is being offered for sale at slightly under $3 million. The property has a 5-bedroom, 5.5-bathroom residence, a red barn, a castle, and a western town. "I am 63 years old and approaching 64, and I am endeavoring to simplify," states Matt Roloff. "It is time for me to dedicate more time to the retirement path." Roloff informs KTU News that his offspring will receive the remaining 80-plus acres of his property. "It is indeed